All right. Good morning, everybody. Sorry I've been MIA for a while. Had COVID for a bit after my little girl got it, so not exactly a fun time, but in the meantime, we have been making some decent money on just calls and puts in our supply and demand zones. Looks like Nvidia's coming down from its supply zone right now. Let's see if there's anything good. Google's getting close to 133, which could maybe help sell it off. Not seeing anything right now. Meta's pretty close to maybe coming down. Nvidia's already come down. Let's see. So I think the two closest opportunities current is going to be Google above 133. And maybe long Netflix at 438.25 and below. Create an alert there. 25. At or below. Okay. It doesn't look like there's any other opportunities that are too close to us right now. Besides those two, Google, I think it was Amazon, no. Meta, possibly. Both of them look like downside trades. What I don't like about the Meta setup is it is a pretty wide gap that I've got set. 313.75 all the way up to 316.25. I could cut it in half to maybe 315 as a stop loss. Netflix could be an opportunity too here. Looks like we could have a long on Nvidia too. Let me extend this over to the right. Yeah. So there's a demand between 440 and 436.25. Right now it's trading at 439.25, so about $3 of downside. Potentially but we want to take the opposite side of that trade. It's about $1.50, $1.75 above. Okay. So looking at the options, the calls for this Friday, the 11th. These are going for the 450 right now is going for under 300, 290 with a delta at 28. So we risk, let's see, almost $3. Actually more than $3 right now. Okay, so that's $100 of risk. Might find a better opportunity elsewhere. If I can get down to like $60 of risk, 2 delta, to where we're at 438.25, I'd be comfortable with that trade. All right, Netflix coming into this range too. for a possible long opportunity. Still waiting on Nvidia to come down to just about $1. Okay, let's get in there. Close to it. Close to where we want it. So we'll look at the 450 call. See. Currently going for 270 with Delta again at 26. So we risk 50 if it drops another $2. 2.6. All right, snagged one of them right now. Stop loss will probably be 200. All right. That one's already up good $20. Again, I'll have my stop loss set for 2. Ideally, we take profit on it. Also thinking about opening some gold long before CPI on tomorrow. That should be pretty good. All right, so we probably want to sell this if it goes back above 440, I'm thinking. At or above 440, which is about $1.30 away. Right now they're going for 280 plus 1.3 times 27, 35. 280 plus 35 should be about 315 that we might sell these for. All right, let's see if we have any other opportunities. Maybe some short opportunities would be nice. Just so we have it going in both directions. Yeah, I'm not seeing any short opportunities right now. Maybe a long opportunity on Netflix with the stop at 435. It's already getting down there pretty quick though. 435.50 right now, so we don't have a lot of breathing room, I would say. Okay. Surprisingly, Netflix calls are pretty cheap. The 440 is only going for 360. Delta at 38. We're only risking half of that, so $20. That's where a stop loss will be 350 or 340. looks like getting a little bit of a drop on Nvidia right now, down to 230 on those contracts. Make sure we have our stop in to protect any more downside. Nvidia, yeah, that one's down at the bottom of our range, so basically hitting our stop at this point. But the contracts are more expensive than I thought they would be, which is good. All right, so I sold those for a loss, 217. But we are getting a small bounce out of Netflix for the other trade. All right. Let's get our focus on Netflix. Catching right there at the bottom. That wick. And then the top of this range is 438.25. I don't know if we'll get that much out of it. But maybe we could take profits at the middle, which would be about 436.75. Not too far off of where we're trading already. And we might try to re-enter the Nvidia one, since we are catching a low right now, right underneath. Implied volatility is getting pretty jacked up on Nvidia. Alright, let's look through the other names. Still don't see any good short opportunities right now. Everything's already kind of fallen. Meta would have been a good one, but that was right on the open, it looks like. Okay. Netflix still kind of chilling around here when we open that contract. About 50 cents off the low. Now Nvidia well below 435. So yeah, that one probably going to keep going down. How's it going, Lucifer? Any short covering before inflation data tomorrow? I think that markets are pretty bearish going into it. I don't know if you would have short covering or people just adding to their short positions. And I do feel like it's been kind of overdone a little bit, especially for the big tech names, and Apple specifically has really got hit. All right, Netflix right at 435. Apple's really got hit after their earnings report, which has been really impacting the market a lot. But yeah, I think we could be oversold, and there's been a lot of rise in the dollar index. So I'm actually looking to long gold before the inflation report comes out. All right, I had to cut losses on that Netflix call too there. 335, not 325. I really wish Google would go higher so we could take this short opportunity, but still it needs $1 of upside before I'd want that. We could possibly go short Netflix. Obviously don't have as much opportunity as if we opened in the first 10 minutes. Maybe cap our losses at 436.50 or above. $2 of upside from where it's trading now, 35. Okay, 35 delta. So that would be 70 risk taken on. All right. So if that thing goes anything like Nvidia did when it went past 435, could we have a decent drop in store for us. Like I said, I probably want to cut losses 70 cents below. I bought them at 332 minus 70. We'll say 260 will be our stop. 2.6. almost getting in the money at this point. I bought the 430, trading at 433. Pretty sizable drop right now. Lowest that we've seen it in a couple days, going back to, what was it, Monday's trading levels. You might have some support down at 432. It looks like 431. How do I manage to chart the normal stock market? So I usually use the hourly chart for finding these levels basically, and I'm just finding where there's common wicks or common opens and closes. Right, so this right here, there was a decent sized wick to the downside, so that created some supply from there. And then there was a lot of times where it just traded in that range, as you can see from here. So I go from the hourly chart, and then I'll usually trade from the 5-minute chart. But this will give me an idea of what are some common places where the stock ends up pivoting or kind of accelerating. So it kind of accelerated through that range, right? The red range. I don't know if it'll get all the way down to the green range at the bottom, but basically what I'll do is I'll find, again, common places where the stock just kind of hovers around for a while, based on the lows, highs, opens, closes, and use that for these zones that I set up. So this one's, the zone was 438.25 to 435. This is the third time that I've shorted Netflix in this range too. And it'll be the third time I'm profitable if this works out too, which would be nice. But I did go long in this red zone first, thinking that it could maybe stay above. The problem is that it's spent a majority of its time the last couple of trading days below it. So more likely we're going to see more of the same. It's going to keep selling off when it hits this range. All right. And then I want to pick up a gold position for tomorrow. I think gold is at a decent price. The lowest that it's been all month. So we've seen a pretty huge rise in the dollar index. Let's see. Over the past month, it's gone from 99 to 103, almost 102. Largely in speculation that inflation is going to come in higher than expected, which it could, but it's likely already priced in, and gold being at monthly lows, I think could give us a decent opportunity for upside. Gonna go with next week's expiration. These calls actually didn't get much cheaper than I thought they would, even with the small drop we got. Delta is 40. Actually, they did get cheaper. I'm just looking at the wrong options. 35 Delta for a $70 contract. It's not bad. I'll buy 2 of them for 74. All right. Looks like Netflix kind of finding some stability down in the 432s. Really want to sell this contract for 4, but I don't know if I'll get that for it. Unless it just keeps on coming. It's close to the lows, but not quite there. Yeah, they're going for 4 now. $4.10. All right, that'll be good enough for me. Oh no. 2-factor authentication. Gotta love it. All right, sold that at 410 for another profit on Netflix puts. Did take on that new gold position, so we should probably add that to the watch list. GLD. Looks like Google never made it up to 133. But everything is kind of falling right now. Apple even coming back to yesterday's lows nearly. You could get a bounce on Tesla. Hasn't spent too much time down here. Last couple days at least. 245.50 is the start of this range. 245.50 at or below. Oh man, Meta's getting crushed too. Nvidia almost trying to make its way back above 436.25. Maybe a short entry there. Okay, and the stop would be all the way at 440, which is pretty well above where it's trading. But let's check how much the puts will go. NVIDIA. We could adjust the stop to the middle of the range at 438. The 430 put's going for 350 with a 37 delta. So that would be $2.70 risk again, similar to the Netflix. Oh wait, that's not the right NVIDIA. No, they're going for 420 actually, with a 36 delta. So still about $70 risk. Looks like gold's getting a little bit of a recovery. Only about 2 of those contracts. So not making too much on it yet. I think we should probably plot some levels for GLD. Maybe taking profits before, if we can. Let's go to the hourly chart, see if there's any. I don't think there's going to be much going on here. Yeah. Didn't think so. Maybe if we get to 179.50 or above. By the end of today, we might take profits there. A dollar upside on gold GLD is pretty tough to manage though, unless everybody just starts going into it before CPI comes out tomorrow, like we had the idea of. SPY 447. Let's see SPY 448.70. The lowest that it's been was 445 and some change. Definitely looks like it's bearish if you're looking at the hourly chart. You're getting lower highs, lower lows. I'm not sure what the heck happened on this candle, but whoever bought that at 460 sure doesn't feel great. But yeah, definitely looks like a bearish trend going on for SPY on the hourly chart. The lowest point that it's been this month was the beginning of the month, down at 442. The lowest before that was about that 445 level that it caught the support at. Damn, those gold calls are already moving. $32. Wow. What software do I use? Thinkorswim for charts. Alright, well, let's check through the watch list one more time. We'll set some alerts. if anything happens, but I think that's about all the action today. Again, still watching gold and those call options. Microsoft way too far from being a short opportunity. Apple too. Tesla's close to being a long opportunity, but not quite where I want it. Here we go with Netflix again. I don't know if I want to test my luck a fourth time shorting Netflix. And then Nvidia 436.25. Yeah, so we'll keep an eye on Netflix. Tesla is a long if we get down there. And what was it? Nvidia. Nvidia getting a little bit too far away now. But Netflix is right there. Delta on these is still about 35. I'm going for 315, 310. Would probably want to use the same stop loss, about $1.50 above. At 436.50. So about $2 of delta, $70 risk again. Okay. Got that at 310. Again, $70 risk, so we'd want to sell this at 240 if it goes south. Opened another Netflix. What is it? 430. Put at 310. Okay, trading right at 435 now. Contract's going for 335 delta. So we could adjust our stop loss a little bit higher. I think to 260. All right, getting closer to our mark for the stop. 275 they're going for now. Still about 50 cents off. 260. Okay. What is my thoughts on CPI? I think that we're probably overdone for CPI. I think that markets may have sold off a bit too much, so the dollar might have risen too much. So in my opinion, I think that it's probably overblown, likely an overreaction ahead of it, and we could end up going the other way, so maybe to the upside for CPI. Looks like Netflix is slowing down. Volume might be picking up, but not too much. Volume really hasn't been that great since the start of the day for Netflix, actually. It looks like it is catching that support at 435 though, right now. My average cost on those was $285 on two of them. Going for 260, 265 right now. Yeah, we're right at the stop. Pulling back. Pretty wild swings right now. About 50 cents. Yeah, question as to where exactly. And it was also conveniently at that previous high or close to the previous high. 436. Let's see, 436.50. That high was 436.26. go to the downside just a tad at 434.92. Right under the 435 mark. Still haven't gotten anything out of these contracts. Again, I got them for 285. They're going for 285 for the bid. If we can get about $1 drop, the delta on these should be like 30. So that would be about 70 profit. Okay, there we go. They're back to 305. 310, 315. Yeah, I'll take 315 for them. Yes, please. Or 320 if we can get that, but that is the ask price right now. No, just missed that. Just missed the order timing there. $3 now instead of 310. Oh, they're dropping it so quick. Yeah, back to break even now. No fun. Hit 434 and bounced right on that level. Just getting a lot of fluctuation right now out of it. Okay. Yeah, just going back and forth between break even for this contract. Between 436 and 434 for this stock. Looks like Nvidia's dropping more. That would have been a better short opportunity, I think. At the 436 level. Let's check the other trades. Tesla almost back into the green range down below for a long opportunity, possibly. Everything else is getting some downside. But Netflix wanted to gain that support at 434. Gold's still about break-even GLD for the day. Those contracts went to 91, back down to 77. So everything's just kind of wiggling around today. Getting kind of worried about holding this contract, so I think we might just cut our losses short. I'll set the stop loss to 260 instead of 250 because it doesn't seem like it wants to go anywhere right now. Just this back and forth right now between 435 and 436. Catching a small little range. All right, there we go. 260. price is $259. It's just right there at that 436 level. Not making any significant moves. I hate being stuck in this kind of position where it's right at where you want to take profits or cut losses. And then it just kind of freezes up. Okay, there's the move down. Small move down, but a move down nonetheless. And it got bought right back up. Okay. I think I'm just going to place a limit order at 2.9. No. Cannot get filled on that. What's the main reason for the market going down the last couple of days? I would imagine a lot of it's fear of inflation coming in higher tomorrow. We've had some news about Moody's downgrading small banks across the country. That's had some negative impact. I don't think it was that bad. And then before that, it was Fitch downgrading the U.S. credit rating. So it's just been kind of unexpected news after unexpected news sending us down lately, I would say. All right, I sold those for 600, 330 each, or 300 each. Could have made a little bit more, but that's okay. Took profits on the Netflix 430 puts at 300. So that was a nice little $30. A little bit more stress than I would have liked for $30, but that's what you get sometimes. But yeah, that's probably all the trades I'll make today. Let's check some other names, see if there's anything going on. Looks like gold just had a pretty big wick to the downside. Not sure what would cause that, but yeah, this one's kind of range bound this morning too. Fun. Google still trading well under 133. No short opportunity there. Microsoft now. Apple not nowhere close. Netflix, you could take it again, but I wouldn't want to test my luck with that range again. And then Tesla is so close to being a long opportunity. Again, 245.50 and below, I would want to take some calls, but just doesn't want to get down there. And Nvidia was a good short opportunity at 436, but obviously too late for that. So that's all the trades today. Again, we have those gold calls for tomorrow, CPI. Make sure to tune in tomorrow, 9:30, and I'll catch y'all then. See you, everybody. Have a good day.